beneath the ice, beneath the pine. I know the rhythm keeps the time, drumming the earth, breath in the stone. This northern land is not alone. From tundra bare to cedar line, from prairie gold to granite spine, where northern lights in silence bend and winter never meets its end.
There's a story told in the winter, usually late at night, when the roads are empty and the world feels a little too quiet. In parts of Quebec, they call it le chasse-galerie, the flying canoe. Most people think it starts in the sky. It doesn't. It starts with a choice from a stranger, an offer for a way home that comes a little too easily. And if you say yes, you might not make it back at all. The road stretches ahead of you, empty and snow-covered. Just your headlights cutting a narrow path through the dark. You check the time, 11:40 p.m. You sigh, adjusting your grip on the steering wheel. Another 20 minutes and you'll be home. You might even make it for the countdown. When you look back up, there's someone standing in the road. You hit the brakes. Your heart leaps into your throat. The car skids slightly before stopping a few feet short of him. He doesn't move, just stands there, perfectly still. It's almost like he's been waiting for you. You stare through the windshield at him, trying to make sense of the situation. He's not dressed for the weather. No heavy coat, no toque, and no gloves. Just a dark sweater and a smile that doesn't sit right. You crack your window just enough that the cold air bites at your face. You call out, asking if he's okay. He steps closer. Too close. His voice is calm when he answers. Too calm for someone who almost got run over. He makes a comment about how you're running late. Your stomach tightens. He tilts his head slightly, like he's studying you, and repeats the same comment. It's New Year's Eve, after all. You hesitate, but answer yes. He smiles wider. Then he tells you he can get you there faster. Something about the way he says it makes your grip tighten on the wheel. You decline politely, but thank him anyway. For a second, his expression flickers. The smile stays, but everything behind it changes, flattens. He asks if you're sure, but now there's something more to his voice. Not quite pressure, more expectation. Like he already knows what your answer should be. A strange unease creeps up your spine. You shake your head and turn him down again. He's silent for a moment, then takes a few steps back. And just like that, the tension breaks. You don't wait. You roll the window up, hit the gas, and drive past him. Your eyes flick to the rearview mirror as you go. He's still standing there, watching you, wearing the same expression as you drive away. You continue down the road for a few more minutes, till the trees start closing in tighter around you. Then you hear it. At first it sounds like wind, but there's more creaking than there should be, and the trees aren't moving. You start to hear faint laughter, but it's directly above you. You glance up through the windshield, and you can't believe your eyes. Something is moving across the sky. Fast. Too fast. A long shape cuts through the clouds, its silhouette clear in the moonlight. It dips a little lower. A wooden canoe gliding through the air like it's riding invisible rapids. There are 5 figures inside. You can hear them calling out, their voices carrying impossibly far. One of them leans over the side, and even from here, you recognize him. Same sweater, same smile. He looks down at you, and for a split second, you feel a pull. The canoe shifts, angling slightly like it's slowing down, like he's waiting for you to change your answer. Your eyes dart back to the road. You whisper, "No," and you don't look back. You just drive away as fast as you can. The Flying Canoe is one of the most well-known legends in French-Canadian folklore. The story traces back to the voyageurs and lumber camps of the 17th century. Every New Year's Eve, the devil himself makes an appearance to those loneliest and offers them a ride home. In exchange for their souls, their canoe will take to the sky, carrying them hundreds of miles in a single night. No matter the version, the rules are always the same. Don't speak God's name aloud. Don't touch a church steeple, and be back before dawn. If you break the deal, you don't just lose your way, you lose everything. On the surface, it seems to only be about a deal with the devil. But underneath that, it reflects what isolation can do to a person, cut off from family, routine, and any sense of normal life. Over time, that kind of distance doesn't just make you lonely, it wears you down. The Flying Canoe lives in that moment of weakness, that point where exhaustion and longing blur your judgment, and something that should feel wrong starts to feel reasonable. It's not about chasing a thrill. It's about convincing yourself the risk is worth it. And that's where the story turns into a warning. Because the danger isn't the deal itself, it's what happens after. When the rules start to feel flexible, when the line between control and recklessness disappears. In most versions, nothing goes wrong at first. The ride is smooth, fast, almost perfect. Until someone slips up. Whether they forget the stakes, or just want to see what happens if they push too far. And just like that, the illusion breaks. The most well-known version involves a group of lumbermen working deep in the forests of Quebec. They find themselves facing another New Year's Eve away from home. Months have passed since they've seen their families. The cold is relentless, the work is exhausting, and the idea of missing one more celebration is just too much. So when the devil offers them a deal, they make a decision. He offers them a way home, a canoe that will carry them through the sky, faster than any river ever could. They all agree to the 3 rules set out by him, and the canoe lifts effortlessly. In what should take days, only takes a few hours. They see their families, they celebrate, they drink, and they forget. Because on the journey back, everything starts to unravel. The night is darker now. The men are careless, laughing too hard, speaking too freely. And then someone slips and says God's name aloud. The effect is immediate. The canoe lurches violently, dropping from the sky, skimming treetops, veering wildly off course. It nearly collides with a church steeple, barely missing it as the men scramble in panic. The ride is no longer smooth, no longer controlled. The canoe never makes it back, and the men who took the deal are never seen again. For something that's supposed to belong to the past, the flying canoe hasn't really stayed there. Even now, in parts of Quebec, people still talk about it. Not like a ghost story you tell for fun, but more like something you mention and then move on. The legend traces back most strongly to communities along the St. Lawrence River. It was never just a river, it was a lifeline. For voyagers, traders, and settlers, it was the main route through an otherwise overwhelming wilderness. Canoes moved people and goods, and in the winter, everything changed. The river would freeze, travel would slow, and the distance between places would feel even greater. Small settlements dotted the shoreline, separated by miles of forest and silence. Nights came early, the cold settled deep, and for those stuck far from home, the isolation was real. It's the kind of place where something unusual wouldn't feel impossible. Because if there was ever a place where a canoe might rise from the river and soar into the night, it would be here. If this seems like just a story to you, then maybe none of this matters. But if it doesn't, the rules are very clear. Don't acknowledge it. Avoid traveling on New Year's Eve. And if someone offers you a way home that feels too good to be true, it is. Next Monday, we'll be shifting from frozen rivers to red sand and coastal fog as we welcome some familiar voices back to the show and head to Canada's smallest province, Prince Edward Island, PEI. This has been What Lurks North. Stay safe out there.